get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all its beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna
I've been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so...
It's a dirty showroom.
Well, it's clean dirt.
Forgive me, but the best restaurants of the world are here in Vegas. I mean, you have here the best of the best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrities here. The Harley Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here, and Britney Spears came over here like 2 weeks ago.
Boy, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will. Oh. That's so Vegas. Welcome to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christine McKellar, live here at the fabulous WCOBM studio right off of the fabulous Las Vegas Strip. And I just have to put this right out there up front. There is so much talent in the studio today, I am surprised the walls haven't imploded. But we've only just begun.
There it is.
Yeah. All this talent is just amazing. I'm thrilled to have you both here. Right here is George Bugatti, a singer extraordinaire, pianist. You've got all kinds of things coming on, and you're coming up with a show at the Smith Center, and also part of the show at the Smith Center, but standing on his own is Nelson Sardelli.
Yes, it is.
Now,
I prop him up. I'm propping him up. There it is.
you two prop each other up so well.
Yes,
I may end up just sitting here watching you two roll on the show, because I've seen you both at the Italian American Club. I almost said club.
No.
But they owe me. Now they owe me for mentioning.
You gotta cut that.
Yeah, you gotta cut that. You saw it with him at the Casa di Amore.
Yeah,
No, it was wherever.
It was the Fiore. So let's,
the Fiore,
yeah.
It was the Fiore.
Yeah, the Fiore. And we'll just describe that in a minute. So, Nelson, you want to take this and run with it for a little bit? Tell viewers who may not be that familiar with you a little bit about your background. You're from Brazil, but you are Italian.
Yes. I was born in São Paulo, Brazil, many years ago. Came to the States at the age of 21. Serving the United States Army.
Thank you, sir.
I'm an American citizen, a gung-ho one at that.
Yes, he is.
And been in Vegas since 1965. This is why for me it's comical when I see newcomers presenting the little show saying Las Vegas the way it was. I say, what do you mean Las Vegas the way it was?
It is now.
No. It is was, but I mean they've been here 8-9 years.
I see, yes.
8-9 months.
8-9 months. That's right.
Yeah,
8-9 years is already
Saying.
longevity.
Anyway,
8 minutes.
I think your time.
Yeah.
But your background, really, I mean, you have...
Mother and father Italians.
Right, but your musical background is pretty incredible, and you have actually pictures here. You rubbed elbows with some of the greatest, Mae West.
Actually, they rubbed elbow with me.
Well,
Which elbow was it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. I mean,
No, I've been very lucky in my days, because people that I either got to meet and become friendly with were people that I were fan of, when I was growing up. And then coming to the States, and all of a sudden, like last Saturday, we had brunch with Pat Boone here.
Wow.
And Marty Allen and all that. So
Marty's great.
it's great. For me, the business has been very wonderful, because luckily also I have the pleasure, the distinction, and also the luck of meeting the best of the best, not only as great talents, but as great people.
That's true.
Because if a
Yes.
person is great talent, but if they happen to be a pain in the neck, they do not enter my aura.
I see. So you
No
wouldn't even
way.
want to share any stories about any pains in the neck from back in the day. I mean, somebody...
Come on.
Just give us a little dare.
Tell all.
No.
Yeah.
Tell all.
He snapped his finger.
No. I've been very, very lucky. Funny stuff, It's. I remember when I first came to the States, and hardly speaking English, and was one bitter winter and I was in New York City, jobless, and walking in the snow, freezing, and I feel it, right? Yes, and I remember walking on Fifth Avenue, but on the sidewalk, looking for a job, and this limousine pulled by me, and stopped, and the window went bzzz, and this guy with a white head of hair, which was Jerry Vale.
Wow.
Great Jerry Vale. He was always had that, and the man was so gentle. And I remember that I was walking, and the worst part was that in the snow, the sole of my shoe had separated from the top. So I'm walking, it's going kaboom, kaboom, freezing. I'm bitter. I said, why did I leave my country for this? And Jerry, I never forgot, he called me, he says, young man, come here. He called me young man. We're about the same age almost, and he looked at me, he says, you're kind of having a rough time. I said, yes, sir. He says, I can see that. And he reached in his pocket and he took a wad of money, so much money that had like a rubber band to hold it.
And a hole in it.
And out of the goodness of his heart, he took some money out, and he says, here. And not the money, he didn't take the money, he took the rubber band. He says, here, put around your shoes. It's going to make it easy for you to walk.
God rest his soul, but that's Jerry.
I've been telling that story.
That's really
Love the man.
That's great.
I know I was even getting cold, and I was about to cry.
And I almost blew the story.
And you pulled out the rubber band.
He
That's
pulled out
very
the rubber
funny.
band.
My
and
question
said,
would have been, how did he know that you were a fellow entertainer? So
No.
What was
This
your-
story never happened.
No, I know.
No, but oddly enough, our lives crossed tremendously. And he was even in one of my star shines when we shine people's shoes to raise money for retarded children in Atlantic City. And there he was shining shoes, and I have all that in pictures and everything.
Did you share the story with him or give him the rubber band?
No, he heard me tell the stories many times. In fact, I told the story in Brazil, but I used somebody else, and it was funny because I was in the airport and people would come to me and say, yeah, the rubber.
Take this. One facet of your personality, and you are a wit. And the greatest MC, wouldn't you agree, George? I mean, not only that,
absolutely.
multi-talented singer and everything, is that your interest in the children's charities. And I know that you even went so far a couple years ago as to shave your head
Yes.
for the children with cancer. So,
Yeah.
and most of your charity work, from what I understand, has been with handicapped children. And my heart's open to that too. So, is there a personal reason
No.
why children you didn't?
It has a personal story.
Well, he used to be a child.
Yeah, I used to be a child. That's
Yeah,
the only
that's
thing.
starting right there.
That would work.
No, but for
what I'm
years
wanting.
I was singing in making the circuits, and it was three cities that I would stop was Oklahoma City, Dallas, and New York City. And I had three families that I knew. They did not know each other. They were nothing in common, and I knew them for many years. And in those days, let's face it, mentally retardation at the time now is mentally handicapped, but in those days mental retardation was something that people didn't talk about. It was a closet thing.
Of course,
they thought of that as a disease instead of a condition.
Right.
But he never, I had no reason to. So anyway, one day I stopped and I sang in Oklahoma, and these people that I knew for many years decided to tell me that they had this sister that was mentally handicapped. I go immediately to Dallas and I talked to this guy, was a great columnist, used to write so good about me and friendly. And he says, Nelson, my son, because of a damage, Pumba. Another, two. I go to New York and the same thing happened. So I felt, spiritually speaking,
of course,
I said, maybe there's a call here.
Right.
So then immediately I was booked in Puerto Rico, and I said, I had a call. Somebody says, I had a call within.
A physical call.
I said, I want to go see a mentally retarded place where and I was appalled. And I said, I got to do something about it.
Not to interrupt, but we do have
you
to take a break.
Did. You already did. Too late.
It's a double contradiction. I do have to take a quick break, only 5 minutes, folks. You're just not going to want to miss the rest of this story. A quick shout out to the Red Roof Inn on Paradise across from the Hard Rock Hotel. Come on back. I want to hear the end of this story. I'm almost in tears. See you in a minute.